Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for the Small Business Boot Camp. I'm Robert Theobald, Small Business Ombudsman and Vice President of Small Business Services here at the Arizona Commerce Authority. Glad to have you with us. One of the things we like to do as we start, we like to have everybody post in the chat where you are tuning in from. We like to see where from Arizona our participants are from, and sometimes beyond the borders of Arizona. So please, again, post up in the chat where you are tuning in from. So we got Scottsdale, Gilbert, all right. Peoria, Goodyear, Fort Apache Indian Reservation, Northeastern Arizona, all right. Avondale, Tucson, Mesa, all right. Maricopa, Queen Creek, Scottsdale Puzzle Rides, all right. Lake Havasu, all right. So anybody else that just joined, please post in the chat where you're tuning in from. And then I'm going to throw a quick, we got Casa Grande, a quick quiz at you real quick. You can recognize where those buildings are from. It's a ghost town in Arizona. Post it in the chat. We'll see if everybody knows. Karen's from Moon Valley. Casa Grande, downtown Phoenix. Havasu. Karen put nowhere, Arizona. Not too nowhere. It's actually near a famous Wild West town. So the picture behind me is from Fairbank, Arizona, which is near Tombstone. So it's just not far from Tombstone. It's actually a really nice park that's been created with the original buildings. So if you're ever down near Tombstone, Sierra Vista, take a look at it. It was a lot of fun to visit. So, all right, with that, we're going to jump into today's session. One of the things we like to do when we kick off is recognize all of our community partners. We couldn't do these webinars without them, their time, their effort, and their expertise. They're instrumental in the success and the quality of our boot camp presentations. Also, for those that are new, the Small Business Boot Camp is designed to help small businesses prepare, plan, and grow. And we do that through a number of different things. One is the Tuesday morning webinar, which we're all on right now, every Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. But we also do workshops, both virtual and in person. Some are lunch and learn, some are in the afternoon, some are in the morning. And those are also to help small businesses. And with those workshops, when we do the workshops and the boot camps, the webinars, because we do them virtually and the virtual workshops, we post all of those recordings in our content library. So we record all of our sessions, and then we post the recording along with the slide decks and any other information that the presenters want us to share in the content library that you can access whenever you want on our website. The recordings are usually posted within a day or so of the webinar or workshop, and all you have to do is click on it and it will take you that information. It's an amazing resource available to everyone. The ACA also has a number of other programs to help support small businesses. You can find them at azcommerce.com/programs. You'll find these 6 plus many more on that link. One of the programs we always like to talk about because of the people we have here on the boot camp is our small business checklist. And this is an online interactive resource that helps entrepreneurs that are looking to start a business or expand and grow their business identify the commonly requested licensing, registration, and compliance requirements at the local, state, and federal levels. It also has a lot of other really good information to help support new businesses and businesses that are growing on the checklist. It is very in-depth, and you can scan that QR code there on your screen. Will take you to it. Also, one of the pieces we have on there, which we'd love everybody to, if you haven't tried it, to go on and try, is Sally, our state and local licensing information virtual assistant. We've been using Sally to help answer some of those quicker, shorter questions. And we've just upgraded Sally's abilities with some generative AI options. So when you go on to use Sally, one of the options you'll have is to ask a question, and you can click on that and ask a question and use the generative tools to help get the response from all the content that's in the checklist. So it's in a beta test right now with a generative piece, but we're really excited about it. And the answers have been very good so far. So really quick, some small business updates. We have a couple programs that are currently accepting applications. We have a new one called the Small Business Lending Academy. This is going to be a 7-week program. It's pretty intensive. There's a lot of information the participants will have to do. But the key with that, and we're accepting 10 people into this initial test cohort for this program. But when you're done with that cohort, you will have a packet ready for a lender. There are some requirements, so review those requirements. But if it's something you're interested in, and one of the requirements is to be in business for 2 years. If you've not been in business for not quite 2 years, over a year, year and a half, feel free to go ahead and apply, and we might be able to fit you in, depending on the rest of the application. But that is something we're testing this fall with potential consistent sessions of it throughout 2025. And then we have our Small Business Digital Academy. That is a quarterly program we run, and it's a 3-week program, and the applications have just opened for that as well. We'll post the links for these in the chat. And you'll be able to find them on our Small Business Academy webpage on our website. So real quick, this is a list of our upcoming sessions. We've got a great lineup for you. Today we're talking about the holiday season as well as next week, and we're doing that in September so you can properly plan and prepare to have the most successful holiday season if that is a period of time in which your business does a large chunk of business. So we wanted to make sure everybody had that opportunity. And then we've got a couple other great sessions with Local Fi and with Donna Hoover, who's both have been on the boot camps before. We're looking forward to their presentations. So with that, we're going to jump into today's session. We've got one of our great community partners with us, Karen Hewitt. Karen's been with us on the boot camp before. She's one of our mentors for the Digital Academy as well. And she does a phenomenal job when it comes to marketing and social media. And so we're glad to have her with us. And this is going to be a great session. She always does a great job. So Karen, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can load up. One of the things we like to do, just some housekeeping pieces, is we like to make sure that when you have questions that you share those in the Q&A at the bottom of your screen, because there will be some chat interaction back and forth, and we don't want those questions to get lost in the chat. So again, questions, use Q&A. Other commentary, we can use the chat. And Karen, it is all yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Robert. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to go pretty fast because there is a lot of information to cover for the holiday season and social selling. In fact, one of the things is Q4 is one of the biggest Qs of the year, and companies can do as much as 45% of their entire business in this one quarter. So quick housekeeping rules of engagement. Yes, I will ask questions. Yes, I will do my absolute best to answer all your questions at the end. A lot of this information is pretty vague. And just to plug the digital cohort, if some of these things I'm not sure, we do cover a lot of that in the digital cohort as well. So that's just another reason why you should sign up for that. Feel free to pop those questions in the chat and take lots of notes. So quick introduction of myself. Hi, my name is Karen Hewitt. The QR code is directly to my website so you can learn more about me. I am a mom of 5. I have been in the social media game since 2013. And back in 2015, I caught Meta, or Facebook back then, I caught their attention and they invited me to come train with them in person on all of their products. Since then, I have been in direct contact with Meta, doing all their training both in person and get a lot of things up front. I'm also certified in things like Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Clapper, Lemonade, all these different platforms that are out there. So I do give you a lot of the most up-to-date information to know and help you through this. I consider myself a social media strategist rather than a marketer because I'm going to teach you the method behind it rather than the step-by-step of how to do it. Because if you can really get a good grasp on the method and the strategy and the thought process, that is going to take you so much further than learning how to edit a video, just to give you that little input. So why Q4? We're talking about the holidays right now. We're talking about that holiday season. And the thing is, like I said, on average, anywhere between 32 and 45% of business happens in Q4. And I know we had a huge chunk of time where we were all online and there was very little in person. And I hear it. Oh no, we're all going back to the in-person. We're all going back to more tactile marketing strategies, but we are still seeing a lot of growth in the digital. It's 45% of business. And so today on the goals, I'm going to go over how to boost your visibility, how to boost your engagement, how to boost your sales, how to have a plan, and how to feel confident. Because I think this is the biggest part where we fall down as business owners is with our marketing. We tend to go into this place where we're very responsive to our marketing rather than pre-planning it. So it's like, oh no, I have a sale this weekend. I didn't say anything. I need to put that out there. Or this happened. I need to put this out. So we become very reactive rather than proactive. So if you can have a plan, that is going to take a lot of your challenges and frustrations and make this quarter much easier for you. I think you'd rather be focusing on your clients and your sales than trying to keep up with what's going on around you. Just to show you this, and this is why I kind of want you to realize how much is on social media right now, how much is in digital. In 2023, it was a 2.1% increase over the, for the online. And there is a much larger, you can see the dark blue is our online shopping and our light blue is our in-person shopping. What is happening is people are enjoying shopping from the comfort of their home, especially for holiday gifts, holiday experiences, booking restaurants, or even finding service individuals such as plumbers, electricians, spas, getting their nails done. They'd rather look online and book online because it's a comfort experience. We boosted through this. So as you can see, it's the average dollars per sale. And of course, yes, I know with the in-person, we do cover like, oh, well, we just had to grab a bag of ice. Oh, I was just out this one item. They're saying that the average dollar sales throughout a lot of things, and I got this from Capital One. So average online has an 11% increase even over last year. So if you're not thinking about your digital footprint and if you're not thinking about your social media marketing, you're really missing out on a lot of opportunity. So consider this your moment where you go, oh no, I need a digital presence if you do not have one. And if you do have one, okay, I do need to put the energy into it to make sure it is working for us. The big question I get, and this is what we're going to cover real quick first, is where do I post? Now, when it comes down to the holidays, I have 3 platforms which I have found and there is the statistics, there are the reports that have proven time and time again to result in more sales. These 3 platforms, especially if you have a product or a service that is aesthetic, if you're not very cohesive and consistent on these 3 platforms, you are missing out. But I do believe in being omnipresent. And again, this is something that I know I talk about in the digital cohort. You should be on all platforms, directing people to platforms that work for you, rather than just not being on a platform and ignoring that audience. That's not about, oh, I'm never going to work with anyone on X. Still have a presence on X until I want to come find you on LinkedIn, till I want to come find you on Instagram. So be omnipresent, but focus on where you need to be. With that, I know you want to know the 3 platforms that you should be on for the holidays, because this is where the majority of sales generate from. I looked at several different reports, and this proves it each and every time. And these are your 3 platforms that provide the most sales: TikTok, Pinterest, and Instagram. The reason being is these are very aesthetic platforms. This is where people go to look, to get ideas, to get inspiration, and to get thought presence. So when they're there and they see something that they love and like, they're going to go ahead and click the order, the book, the subscribe, because it's right there in their hand on the phone. And so if you have products for the holidays and you do not have presence on these platforms, I highly suggest that you build those presences and start engaging with potential clients and customers, because this has the most direct click to buy ROI. And I'll give you an idea. TikTok Shop right now is huge. The amount of people that are buying through this, they're starting to shop more right there in their phone and follow it along and getting a lot more recommendations. So these are 3 platforms to look at. I can't go into detail on how to work on each platform, because that would be entire sessions in itself to build out those plans. The next thing that I need you to know, and this is a real quick check that you can do yourself, you need to be mobile friendly. So if you have your phone, go to your website, go to your sales site, go to your booking site and pull it up on your phone. If it is not working and you can't see easily, you can't see where to buy, you can't see where to book, you can't see where to get a call, you need to look at how to fix that on your website and work on those different aspects. The holiday season is notoriously very busy, and most people don't sit down at a laptop to do their shopping. What they're doing is they're sitting on the couch, they're scrolling their phone, looking for things. Someone says, oh my goodness, we have a lot of people coming to the house for a holiday dinner this year, and I need to get someone who can come and work on our driveway. They don't go and boot up their laptop just to look up who can come and work on their driveway. They open their phone and type in driveway clearing, or, concrete driveway. Or if they're looking for a meal that they can pick up and bring home, they open up their phone and look at. So one of the things you need to do, and this is your first piece of homework to get ready for the holiday season, check your shopping page, check your booking page, check your website, and make sure it is mobile friendly. The amount of websites I've seen, even though this has been a thing for a while, that are not doing that is actually kind of high. Because when we have someone design our website, or we have someone build our website, or you build your own, you tend to be doing it while sat at a laptop, a computer. And that's where your mind first goes. So make sure you are mobile friendly, because otherwise you are missing out on a lot. So here's where we're going to get into the strategies about posting for the holiday season. And yes, it is very similar to a lot of things throughout the rest of the year. However, we have to be more intentional. So we've got to define our goals. Are your goals about awareness? Are they about engagement? Or are they about conversion? What is your number one thing here? If you say conversion, but nobody knows who you are, we need to rethink and go, okay, we need to build up our awareness. If you have, okay, people actually know who I am, they know what I sell, they know what I do, they know my service. But nobody, I can see that people are looking, but nobody's engaging. Well, then you need to be working on your engagement, because when you increase your engagement, you increase your reach, and that also in turn increases your conversion. Now, if you have great engagement and great reach, but no one's purchasing or booking from your posts, then we have to work on your conversion. So once you've set out your actual goals for this, that's when you can start coming up with a holiday plan. And you need to be thinking about the next 120 days. It's not 30 days, it's not 60, it's 120 days. Because in reality, Q4 is not a 3-month year, 3-month quarter. It's technically, logistically is 3 months, but on a marketing standpoint, it is a 4-month quarter because December actually has 2 quarters. Because there's the after the holiday rush quarter where you can increase your sales far higher by maximizing things like sales, add-ons, services. The amount of people that will want services after the holidays because they need something built, something created, something set up, something designed. Oh, I got a new desk and chair for my office. Now my office looks like, oh my gosh, I need someone to come in and redo my office. I need an interior designer. Well, we got this new playground for the kids. Now I need someone to come in and do all the landscaping. Oh, we got this new system for to make it more like a home theater, and we've realized that our electronics and our wiring in our home isn't up to standard. We need someone for this. So you can maximize the after season rush and turn it into an entire month worth of income and retail and sales by utilizing those thought patterns. So make sure you're aware of that. So let's go over to our goals. Awareness. How can you increase awareness on your platforms? So these are things that you want to be sharing your business's mission, your core values, educational posts, and ideas. People want to know who you are and what you stand for. What is it your business stands for? Why did you get into business? What is behind the scenes? You're going to share these different aspects and not just oh, look at this product, look at the service. We're going to share ideas. For example, just say you sell something, you're a bakery and you have baked goods, and you can show ideas without selling the baked goods. Like, this is how you present. Here's 3 ways to present cookies as a gift, and you can show different cookie. I don't know if anyone's seen it. There is actually bouquets right now that are making a real big trend on social media. You have book bouquets, balloon bouquets. There's the coffee bouquet, which is a coffee tray with a coffee cup in it with a coffee, and then you have like a cupcake or something, and then flowers, and it's a whole presentation. So this like very aesthetic look is something that is huge, and people are looking for that emotional feel good on how that product is helping them. So these are ideas you can do, and it is not really a sales post, but an idea and an education post. These are ways that you can increase your awareness. What you want to do is you're going to take your product or your service and you're going to put it into Google, and you're going to click on images. From there, you're going to see how other people are highlighting their product or service. You're going to see what people are associating with it. And just from the images alone, you're going to ask yourself, is this something that we want to buy ourselves, or is it something that our customers, our clients, are want to go and invest in? Because the more aesthetic you can be in the holiday season, the higher your ROI. Because right now your consumers, they are going into a very aesthetic point of view. It's not as practical as it is for the other 9 months of the year. They are trying to think, well, what is going to look good when I gift it to someone? What is going to make someone feel emotionally? So logic kind of goes out of the window right now. It's all about aesthetic and emotions. Engagement. These are things like going live. When was the last time your business went live on social media to discuss things, to discuss what you're doing? It could be, hey, we just got a new shipment in of our new shirts. Let's show you what we got. It could be, we're doing an employee retreat. These are some of the fun games we're playing. Oh my goodness, did you see what happened with this? This just happened, and this is how we're overcoming it. These are great ways. So they're behind the scenes. People don't want to just see that very aesthetic upfront. One of the things that has come about specifically since the pandemic, more so than before, is people are having a higher desire to support small businesses because they want to see them succeed and they want to see them grow. So showing behind the scenes, like, so we're doing this box. This is how we box up your orders. This is how we do this. Look at what's happening in our warehouse. Look at what's happening in our store. Oh, so-and-so is redoing the window for this week. It really brings in that emotional connection of behind the scenes and creates a desire to support small businesses. Engagement is also about asking questions. For your bakeries, your coffee shops, your little bistros, pumpkin spice, pumpkin yay or nay. I mean, that is so controversial right now because people either love it or hate it. And you can ask questions about this on your platforms, not only to build up engagement, but to build awareness of products that you should be adding to your line. Let's say you have never done pumpkin before in your life. If you start asking about pumpkin and everyone's going, no, pumpkin's life. You have to have pumpkin. Pumpkin's everything. Well, right now you can quickly think, all right, so I have about 4 weeks to turn around and add something pumpkin into my product line to build out because I'm seeing this response. So having those questions are huge. The next thing is having contests. People love to enter contests because they love the idea of winning something free. And with contests, you have a great way to add engagement, like, hey, tell us which room would benefit from new windows in your house and why. Tag 3 people and somebody's going to win something. It doesn't matter what your contest is or what your product is, you can still build a contest around it, especially in Q4, to help engage more people and showcase your products even more. Then we have conversion. Oh, sorry. I missed out taking this one on the slide then. Everyone can make mistakes. With conversion, you have sales, you have VIP events, you have emotional posts and gift lists. And here is where I am going to mess with everybody. I'm going to completely turn what you have been doing upside down for a marketing point of view for the 9 months. Because in the holiday season, it changes. We talk about having an avatar or an ideal client or ideal customer. This ideal person is who you have been marketing to all year long. If you are a golf, you've been marketing to the person who plays golf. If you're a gluten-free bakery, you've been marketing to the person who needs gluten-free. If you are some form of bodyworks or beauty or soap, lotion, candle, you've been marketing to the people who want to buy those things. In Q4, you're no longer marketing to them. You are marketing to the person who will want to purchase, sign up, pay for, engage, get that certificate for those people. I'm going to be very specific here because I saw somebody who I've spoken to on here. They do a very interactive program where people go and solve puzzles on a ride outdoors and have different things. Throughout the year, you're going to be engaging people who would want to book that. You're going to engage people who want to book that party. In Q4, you're booking the holiday experience, the experience of the gift certificate of, hey, you know what we booked for you? We booked for you this opportunity to go on this adventure. So it's not the person who wants to go on the adventure that you're marketing to. You're marketing to the person that would be buying that adventure for somebody else. If you have a restaurant, you're not marketing for the person who wants to go at that restaurant. You're marketing for someone who wants to buy a gift card to send somebody to your restaurant. So it becomes very emotional. You're going to talk a lot about how people will feel when they receive this gift, when they receive this experience, when they receive this opportunity. If you have some form of cleaning business, I know some people have businesses where they do house cleaning and they have many cleaners and they go out and do different houses. You're not going to be, hey, do you need to get your house cleaned for the holidays? You can do that. But hey, you know that mom who's doing everything? Why don't you, instead of giving her flowers this year, take something off her plate this year? By doing that, you're helping people decide how they are going to gift people in Q4. So you want to look at it from both directions, which is going to impact your marketing strategy. And that is going to give you your gift list, especially if you have some form of boutique. Instead of saying, here's 5 items you want to wear for an office job, it becomes 5 gifts to buy for. 5, if you have a brewery, the top 3 whiskeys to buy for your dad, uncle, whiskey lover in your life, instead of this is why you want this whiskey. Are we seeing the difference in how we're changing it around and doing it slightly differently? We're looking at how to attract people who may not buy this for themselves, but will want to buy it for other people. So your ability to take your avatar and look at it from a third person is going to be huge. Your content that you're going to be posting. Everyone always asks me, what do I post on content? And this is what we're going to hit right now is your content. You really have 5 different ways you can do content. You have text content where it's just written words. You have images where it's photographs, it's, behind the scenes, it's those nice stage pictures of the meals for the restaurant, the location. You have video, those are your live videos, your reels, your short videos, your webinars, your YouTube videos. You have GIFs, because yes, that works very well with text. It's entertaining, especially if you utilize ones that are fun, and you can use stickers. You can even create your own stickers on things like Instagram and TikTok. Again, that's probably another 20 minutes to teach you how to do that, but you can quite quickly YouTube it and see how to do that. And you also have graphics that you can create in Canva. Canva, I will tell you, has just had an announcement. They're increasing the price of Teams. So if you don't have multiple people accessing your account, you may want to make sure that you don't have that in place, because prices I'm looking are going to be going up to $300 on next renewal and $500 and so on and so forth the year after. So please make sure that you have your Canva account set to the right way for yourself. And then you can create your graphics there, keep your brand colors, but also add some fun and festive, and make sure we're appealing to the person that is buying for your ideal customer rather than your ideal customer. So again, I always say to do things in 10 post increments. So here's your 10 post increments. And now your 10 posts is per platform. So this isn't 10 posts where I'm going to do 3 of my posts on Instagram, 3 of them on Facebook, and 4 of them on TikTok. You're going to do it's 10 for Instagram, 10 for Facebook, 10 for TikTok, 10 for Pinterest, 10 for YouTube, 10 for LinkedIn. The 10 doesn't matter how often you post. So you could do those 10 posts in a day, you could do those 10 posts in a week or in 2 weeks. Consistency matters. So you must be posting the same amount. So if you're posting once a week, you got to stay once a week. Although I'm going to tell you, 2 to 3 posts a day is a sweet spot. Meta is moving more to the 10 to 15 posts a day, which is very overwhelming. So I want you to try and focus on at least 2 posts a day on your social medias in order to capitalize your engagement. So your 7 posts out of those 10 are got to be non-sales posts. You're not selling in those posts. You're entertaining, you're educating, you're giving information, you're engaging with people. This is things like, hey, pumpkin, yay or nay? These are the questions. These are some humor. You can throw some humor into it. Like when you're locked in, if you do something like a escape room, you can do humor where why go to, the escape room's your own host. You can get memes, all these kind of things like this. You can do all this. So 7 of your posts, I do not want you to do sales. I do not want you to do booking. I do not want you to do client posts. None of that. This is about you getting to share, engage, entertain, and educate your customers. Okay? 2 posts are indirect sales. So you're not going to be like, oh, buy this, book now, make this now, discovery call now. It could be a testimonial. It could be, hey, look, here's a video. We did a video of us wrapping up 10 orders. but you're not actually telling people to buy from you, but you're showcasing what you offer. You're showcasing your service. You're showcasing how you help people, but you're not telling them that they need to buy. You're piquing their interest. And then one post out of that 10 is an absolute direct call to action. Hey, available now, click here to buy. Available to book, book now. Book an information call, book a quote, book your appointment, purchase this gift box, get this jacket. Because the reason we do this, the reason we do 7 posts that are entertaining, engaging, educating, because you're doing it to build the community on your platform. And in the holidays, this is an excellent time to do it because you're going to be talking about what people love, what people need. You're going to be educating them, and it's kind of subtle. It's psychological, marketing. You in those 7 posts, you're actually teaching them why they need your product without telling them they need your product. You're going to show them how, if you do jewelry, some of your education posts could be rose gold, white gold, or yellow gold. And you can do rose gold if they have a fair complexion and brown eyes, this is the color gold. You could do quotes, like educate them on what tones look best with people. You can educate them on necklace lengths. You can educate them on why you need to know ring sizes. Here's a hack on how to find out someone's ring size, and you don't want them to know what ring size they have. There's actually very funny videos about that out there of how people have done it and been craziest possible ways. But you're starting to educate your audience on why you are right for them without saying, look at me. You're too indirect. You're basically showing your credibility. You're showing why you are the person to buy from, why you are the person to book with, why you have the products for the holidays. And then one is like, okay, if you didn't get the idea so far, here's how to book, here's how to pay, here's how to buy, here's how to get involved. Because sometimes people just need to be told, click here to buy. You do want to have CTAs on the rest of it. CTA is a call to action on the rest of your posts, but those are things like where you ask them a question and it's like, shoes, heels or no heels, sneakers or flip-flops. I mean, I'm giving you lots of random ideas here because you're engaging and getting conversation going. And again, what you're doing, another one could be is gift wrapping. Are you the person that throws it in a gift bag, or do you do those? I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's some really incredibly beautiful wrapping systems where they have flowers and beads and all this coming off the box, and it is well over the top. And are you a gift bag person or wrapping like this kind of person? Again, it's engagement, it's having conversations. You're getting them to think, okay, well, they're talking about the holidays. You're getting them in that holiday point of view. You're getting them in that holiday mindset. Again, you're having them engage, you're having them communicate, and you're showcasing these things. So this 10 posts is a great way for you to build up for your holidays. The next thing we're going to do is you want to tell a story, especially around the holidays. Your marketing is a story at the holidays. This is about being ready to emotionally connect with your ideal customers and clients. And we've seen it. We have seen it in so many big box marketers. How many of you, and you can just nod or you can drop some emojis or some hearts, where how many of you have seen like the Kay Jewelry commercials where they talk about making mom feel special? They talk about how it makes them feel. You've seen the Build-A-Bear commercials where they show all these happy kids hugging the bears and how it's a perfect gift. You see at the holiday seasons, Coca-Cola turns into Santa Claus and polar bears and, sleigh rides. Is tugging on an emotional context. It's a story. So what story can you tell about your product or service? How will it make somebody feel to receive your product or service? And how can you showcase that? Is it going to reduce their stress? Is it going to give them a smile? Is it going to make them cry? Good tears, I hope, not bad tears, unless there are companies out there that deliberately do prank gifts and it makes people cry because, and they like it for some reason. But what emotional response is somebody receiving your product or service going to have? And how can you showcase that through storytelling on your social media? So this is a concept for you to think about. And on this, you can also do graphics, you can do short video ads, you can do text, you can do faceless advertising where you do voiceovers, where you're doing a video of your product or service. And then you can say, when mom realizes that she doesn't have to clean the house for the next 6 months because you took care of it. And talking about how special she feels. This is creating an emotional context for your clients, and it makes it easier for people to buy. When people feel emotionally connected to your product or service and they feel like it's going to make life easier, they feel like it's going to make whoever they're gifting it easier, happier, more joyful, give them a dream. If you're a travel agent, you dream vacation, you don't just go to take your family on a vacation. It's, mom deserves this vacation. Your kid that graduates deserves this vacation. You're twisting it not to be you deserving it as the customer, but who you're purchasing it for. So always sell an emotional context, especially in Q4, because that is how people will shop. They're shopping to get that emotional high when they gift that person the perfect gift. The next piece, like I said, I'm going through this quick because we don't have that much long left. We are going to do UGC, which is user-generated content. You want to encourage, incentivize, and repost this content. UGC is the most powerful piece of marketing out there right now as user-generated content. So if you sell, let's say you sell soaps or you sell a product, you put in your product when you ship it out, a small business kind thing saying, don't forget to post and tag about your product when you receive it to be entered into, this is how I encourage, entered into our September contest to win a free item or to win 50% off your product, your next order. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have a little card in there to encourage them. You incentivize it. So if you have 100 people post pictures of them using your product, the marketing there is worth a lot of money. Is worth a lot more than you sending them a free $20 item for that one person to be selected. You're not saying everyone who posts a picture gets a free product, gets entered to win a free product. And you only have to pick one winner or two winners, how many you decide. Or you can do everyone who posts gets to get 10% off their next order. So these are just different ways to do it. Okay. Then you want to repost all that product that you get. You want to repost all those different things that you see. You want to share, oh my goodness, Robert got this bottle of wine from our boutique as a gift. Look how happy he is. We're so glad it's perfect for you. The last thing I'm going to teach you is a hashtag strategy, especially for the holidays. Hashtags are very powerful, and I find that a lot of people tend to use the same 10 hashtags in every single post. And it's just to say, oh, this is a trending hashtag. I have to put mindful and do more as a hashtag because it's trending. That doesn't actually work. So I'm going to give you a strategy that does work. So your hashtag is actually 12 hashtags, 9 to 12 hashtags. Your hashtags, 3 of those hashtags have to be about you and your business. So it's your business name, it's what you do, it's basically you. These hashtags are about you because this is going to help you increase your SEO, your recognition, everything about you out there in the business world. The next 3 hashtags are about your ideal client. Who are you appealing to? If you're a service that provides to moms, you're going to have mom hashtags in there. If you are for small business owners, well, then you're going to have small business hashtags in there. If you're for foodies, you're going to have foodie hashtags in there, because these are the people you're trying to bring to your posts. Then you're going to have 3 hashtags about the solution. What is it? What is the solution? What is the end result you're posting about? Now, this one is really the last of the three. Sometimes if you're just doing an engagement post, this doesn't have to be there. But if you're showing a product, well, why this product? What is so good about this product? What is special about this? Why is this a solution? If it's a service, why this service? Why is this service special? What is the end result? We're talking about what the win is here, not just SEO tracking. If that's what you do, is you do SEO track. We don't want to just put that there. You can put website visibility. You're doing what the actual solution is. And then you're going to do 3 hashtags about the actual post. If your post is a video of you packing up customers' orders, then one of your hashtags is going to be about packing up customer orders, because you're going to actually talk about what is going on in the posts. So 3 about you, 3 about your ideal client, and 3 about solution. Now, in the solution, guess what? You can put holiday shopping, holiday solution, gift solution. You can actually put, because people are going to go into Instagram and look, I need gifts for my dad. I need a solution for my dad. And you can use that if it is correct for your post. Make sure your hashtags relate to your post, because that is how you're going to build them there. Content scheduling, plan ahead of time, because you are going to run out of time in the holidays. Holidays tends to be busier. So if you're not planning out your posts, 10 posts, 20 posts, 30 posts in advance, you're going to run out of time. So get a schedule up, plan it out in advance, post them, spend a Sunday, spend a Saturday, spend the Friday night, whatever it is for your schedule, and sit there for 2 hours and just plan out the next 7 days, 10 days. And then before those 10 days are up, plan out another 10 days. So eventually you're 30 days, 40 days out, and it takes the stress away from you. So all you have to worry about is engaging with your customers and clients, not having to post. You're going to spend less time reacting and more time planning and coming up with an actual plan. Use a content scheduler. I love Metricool. I have a QR code there for Metricool if you want to use it. They do it by brand, not platform, and you can do 50 posts a month per brand for free on their platform. Or it's only like $23 per brand for unlimited posts if you have one brand. One brand means that you actually connect your Pinterest, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, all that gets posted to it. So it's one of the least expensive and the easiest to use. That's why I recommend it. But if you're only going to post 50 posts a month over all the brands, you can actually use it for free. Again, I touched on this. You want to be consistent. Ideal is 2 to 3 times a day, but if you're currently posting once every 3 weeks and here or there, go say, I'm going to post once a week, then I'm going to post 2 times a week, and make sure you're consistent in going forward. Because if you're not consistent, then people wonder whether you're still in business. Oh, they haven't posted in 6 weeks. Are they still in business? Aim at the relatives of your ideal client, like I said, and have that marketing calendar. Make sure you're planning ahead of time so that way you're not worrying about things. I am offering a free social media audit for your social medias. You can go ahead and download it to see how your social media is doing. It's just a workbook that you can go through. You can scan that to do that. And this is just something to help you make sure you're planned for the holidays. And with that as well, I'm going to quickly stop and I'll put them in the chat. I'm also offering everyone a potential 15-minute call with me, which I'll put in the chat if you just have a couple of quick questions. And that way, you can ask your questions one-on-one and not have to worry about if you have those solutions. So I'm going to quickly post the social media audit in the chat for you. And then also my quick opportunity for you to just ask some questions for me on a chat if you would like, in a personal call. Hi, Robert. Sorry, that was a lot of information and quick.
Yeah, we have some questions for you. So
please.
The first one is, how long should these posts, especially these stories, should these posts be, especially these stories?
Okay, so you can actually create story posts in very few characters, like in a paragraph of text, or even in under a minute for video. I mean, I want you to think about Kay Jewelers. They created that story in a 30-second ad every time. You still got the idea of the story. So the story isn't about having it long. You can have longer posts. Sometimes longer posts hit well. I would suggest doing a mix of like one paragraph stories and like little reads. But if it takes them more than 3 minutes to read it, you're too long.
All right. And then the next one, we have some good questions in here, so these will
Oh,
probably
good.
take us to the rest of the time. Says, are there other different things you do for a business to business service?
Yes, absolutely. So for business to business, the biggest thing you can do for them, and this is still, you're going to have an increase in revenue in this time, because what if you can take something off their plate while they're dealing with all these holiday increases? So if you're business to business and you handle accounting, for example, how can you make their accounting easier for the Christmas season, the holiday season? So you're going to be talking about what you can do to make their life easier and quicker and easier, so they have less time on that and more time on their client relationships.
Okay. And then we have Margarita asked, how long are the hashtag names, or how long should hashtags be?
Oh, hashtags can be long or short. They can be single word. What you want to think about, if it's a longer hashtag, is it written in a way that people would type it into a search? Like I saw Giselle put a really great suggestion, unique ideas for. So if your hashtag is that, that's what they would type it. They would put in, in Pinterest, unique gift ideas for dad. That's a great long hashtag because people would type it into the search bar. But don't make it a long hashtag for long. Unique ideas for dad who loves to golf and drink beer while going to a restaurant on a Sunday. That's too long. Okay, does that make sense?
Mhm. Another really good one is, what's a good way to track whether these strategies are actually working, or you're doing them well?
Your analytics. Make sure your Google Analytics are hooked up to your website, and make sure your Facebook pixel is connected so you can see the conversion rates. There are a lot of different conversion tools you can do that. I do like Zapier as well, because you can actually set up a Zap to connect the two and then download it into a spreadsheet for you. They do have templates for that. But having that conversion rate and looking at your analytics, going through analytics is another hour-long session to teach how to do that.
Yeah, if you're interested in the analytics, I'll throw the plug in here for the Digital Academy, because we do touch on that in one of the sessions. So get a little bit better understanding. Plus, we've done them in the past as well in the boot camp, so you can find something in the content library. All
Absolutely.
right, so we'll hit this last question and then wrap it up. It says, how critical is the quality of these posts, and should they all be unique? In other words, are you repeating info? Because with all these posts, I can't imagine it's all going to be original.
So yes, there is two types of posting. There's what you call evergreen content and instant content. Your instant content is things that are only going to be really working for right now. So for example, let's say you do a Black Friday sale. You're not going to be repeating your posts from Black Friday in January, because those are just original, one-off. They have to be there at that particular time. Your evergreen is where you're educating. That post is going to be true today as it will be in 6 months. Okay. So what I do is, what I recommend clients do is, when you create an evergreen piece of education, you go in and you post it. Then you go in and you also then schedule that post to repost in 6 weeks. Then you schedule it to repost in 18 weeks. Then another 18 weeks. So it's then you've got it on auto post throughout the year. And as you build your content, you're going to find that you've got, when you go to post for October week, when you're like, oh, hang on, I posted 4 things in that week already for this week. I just need to put in the little gaps because it's already in play. So you're going to do today, 6 weeks, 18 weeks, 18 weeks, 18 weeks, 18 weeks. And you're going to really increase how much content you have on that way. And honestly, I think people put too much information in a post. And I look at a lot of posts and go, that post could be 3 posts. So using an example, I quickly went over jewelry. If you're going to be like, well, this complexion looks right with yellow gold, this complexion looks right with white gold, this complexion looks right with rose gold. Instead of doing it in 1 post, that's 3 posts. Hey, hints for if you're purchasing for someone who has this complexion, you need to buy this color. And then you do another one with the other complexion and so on. So you can break up posts quite easily. And then testimonials, customer reviews, those are great things to throw in. You should be asking for them. Kim and Isaac do a great thing on Google My Business where they talk about asking for reviews. You can use those reviews to put into your social media as well.
Excellent, thank you. Well, great presentation today. We appreciate you being with us, Karen, and with all the support you give to the entrepreneurs throughout Arizona on the boot camp and the Digital Academy. We want to thank all of our attendees for being with us and offering those great questions as well. So we hope you benefited from this, and we hope that you will be able to make it next week for our next session on Tuesday morning. Until then, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.